In the cold forests of Siberia, on the edge of an abandoned village during the time when autumn was turning into winter, a deeply touching event occurred. The people living among these wild and harsh landscapes had long grown accustomed to their way of life. They learned to respect nature and treat it with caution. However, this time they faced a challenge that tested their humanity. In early November, Ivan, a ranger with many years of experience, heard strange sounds during his usual patrol of the forest. The sounds were like a low groan, but with each step, they grew louder, filled with pain and despair. The forest was calm, but those groans wouldn't let him rest. As he walked further, Ivan noticed fresh tracks in the snow. They were large and fresh. He recognized them, bear tracks. But something was wrong. The tracks led to a small clearing where Ivan saw a terrifying sight: a large bear, caught in a steel trap, lying on the ground, struggling to free itself. Its strength was fading. The bear's paw was clamped in the trap, and each attempt to escape caused it unbearable pain. When the bear saw the man, it began to roar in fear and pain, its eyes full of despair, darting from Ivan to the trap. The ranger couldn't leave the bear to its fate. Although strict hunting rules applied in the forest, steel traps were considered barbaric and were set by poachers. Ivan returned to the village, gathering his neighbors and friends. Everyone understood that rescuing the bear would not be easy. However, no one remained indifferent to the animal's suffering. Within a few hours, the men, armed with the necessary tools, set off for the clearing. Leading the way was Ivan, determined to free the poor creature, despite the risks. When they reached the trap, the bear was on the brink of collapse from exhaustion and pain. Ivan, holding a piece of meat, tried to calm it down. He slowly approached the bear, showing that he meant no harm. The bear, though struggling, understood that these people had come not to hurt him. Ivan's knife slid carefully along the wire of the trap, and after what seemed like an eternity, the bear's paw was freed. The bear tried to stand, but its paw was severely injured. The men stepped back cautiously, giving the bear space. But the bear didn't run. It slowly looked at the men, as if realizing that its life had been saved by them. The men couldn't leave the bear in such a condition. They knew it wouldn't survive without treatment. After consulting, they decided to transport it to the village so that the local vet, known for his experience with wild animals, could treat it. The bear was carefully placed on makeshift stretchers and carried back to the village. The vet was already preparing medicines and bandages. For the next few weeks, the villagers cared for the bear, whom they named Brave One. Every day, someone would come to bring food, check on his paw, and simply be there. The bear gradually began to recover, and soon, his wounds healed. He started regaining his strength and energy, but most importantly, he no longer feared people. The bear had learned to trust them. When Brave One was fully healed, the villagers decided to release him back into the wild. It was a touching farewell. The villagers, especially Ivan, had grown attached to the bear, but they knew that his place was in the wild. On that day, everyone gathered at the edge of the village to say goodbye. The bear, one last time, looked at his rescuers as if thanking them, and then slowly disappeared into the forest. This story became a legend among the villagers. Everyone who was there that day remembered it for the rest of their lives. People understood that this bear had become a symbol of the bond between humans and nature, a reminder that humanity is not only shown in caring for themselves but also in helping those who cannot ask for help in words. And although the bear was never seen near the village again, in the hearts of the people, he remained forever. They knew that deep in the forest, their old friend Brave One lived, who once needed help, and people did not turn their backs on him. Don't forget to like and subscribe for new stories.